Hello, everyone. Welcome to the News Browse News broadcast. Mexican authorities have identified Julio Cesar Jasso Ramirez, a 27-year-old Mexican national, as the perpetrator of a shooting at the Teotihuacan pyramids on Monday, UPI reports. The incident, which occurred about 30 miles northeast of Mexico City, resulted in the death of a 32-year-old Canadian tourist and the gunman himself. 13 other individuals were either shot or injured in the ensuing chaos. Investigators are still working to determine the motive behind the attack. Witnesses reported that Jasso Ramirez wore a black t-shirt with the phrase, "Disconnect and self-destruct." He also carried an AI-generated image depicting himself alongside Eric Harris and Dylan Klebold, the perpetrators of the 1999 Columbine High School massacre. Social media posts linked to the attacker referenced Adolf Hitler and mass shootings, with reports noting the attack coincided with Hitler's birthday and the Columbine anniversary. Mexican President Claudia Sheinbaum announced that security measures at archaeological sites, including X-ray screening and social media monitoring, will be reinforced following the unprecedented incident. Taiwan's President Lai Ching-te has canceled an upcoming trip to the African nation of Eswatini, according to Taiwan's presidential office. The office alleges that China exerted pressure on several countries, leading them to revoke flight permits for the president's aircraft. Presidential Office Secretary General Pan Men and stated that Seychelles, Mauritius, and Madagascar rescinded permits without prior warning, attributing this to intense pressure and economic coercion from Chinese authorities. The office condemned these actions as violations of international rules and a disruption of the regional status quo. Beijing has been increasing diplomatic pressure on Taiwan's government, which rejects China's claim of sovereignty. Since 2016, Taiwan has seen its diplomatic allies decrease significantly. NHK reported on this development. CBS News reports that the ceasefire between the U.S. and Iran is rapidly approaching its expiration date, casting a shadow of uncertainty over a potential new round of peace talks. These crucial discussions are slated to take place in Pakistan. Vice President J.D. Vance is anticipated to lead the U.S. delegation, signaling a high-level commitment from Washington. However, Iran's refusal to confirm its attendance has introduced significant doubt and apprehension regarding the prospects of these peace efforts. The situation remains fluid, with international attention focused on whether both nations will engage in diplomatic dialogue to prevent a renewed escalation of tensions. Indayaz Tayyab provides the latest updates on this unfolding diplomatic challenge. Al Jazeera reports that Rabbi Avraham Zarbiv, a controversial figure accused of war crimes for demolishing Palestinian homes in Gaza and inciting violence, has been chosen to light one of the 12 torches at Israel's National Independence Day ceremony. Zarbiv, an army reservist, has been filmed destroying homes and blowing a shofar from ruins in Rafah, vowing victory and settlement. He has also been implicated in demolishing homes in southern Lebanon. Despite the Israeli military distancing itself from Zarbiv and a complaint filed against him for illegal settlement construction, Transport Minister Miri Regev nominated him, describing him as a symbol of a generation combining the book and the sword. Israeli rights group Bet Selem and the Hind Rajab Foundation have condemned the selection, with the latter filing a complaint with the International Criminal Court. Critics argue the decision endorses the dehumanization of Palestinians and signals that war crimes are celebrated in Israel. According to reports from Taiwan, the U.S. Navy's USS Ford Carrier Strike Group has returned to the Red Sea, with the USS Abraham Lincoln and the anticipated arrival of the USS George H.W. Bush. A total of 3 U.S. carrier strike groups will soon be operating in the Middle East. This rare concentration of naval air power is expected to significantly bolster the U.S. military's capacity for sustained offensive operations, asserting air superiority and maintaining control over critical maritime passages. The USS Ford, after a deployment in the Caribbean, has entered the U.S. Central Command's area of responsibility. This strategic deployment underscores the U.S. commitment to regional stability and its readiness to respond to escalating security situations, especially in the context of heightened tensions involving Iran. That's all for this video. Thank you for watching. See you in the next video.